Have you ever felt the adrenaline of defusing a fake bomb in an escape room? That's compliance for you. One wrong move and boom. But hey, we're here to make sure that you always cut the right wire. So let's talk strategies and frameworks. Today, we're going to dive into the how to of strategizing your compliance requirements. So buckle up because we are going to go through the steps of drafting a compliance management framework and prioritizing those risks. Meet Sarah, a fintech startup owner. Ignoring the ASIC regulations led her down a rocky road. So today we're giving Sarah and you the steps to build a robust compliance management framework. It's important that you get into the nitty-gritty of drafting your compliance management framework. There are 7 steps to doing this. Step 1, create a gap analysis. Start by identifying where you are versus where you need to be in terms of your compliance. Step 2, scope definition. Outline the operational areas that your framework will cover. Step 3, compliance inventory. List the local, national, and international standards and regulations that applies to you. Step 4, your risk assessment. Utilize a risk matrix to evaluate the implications of non-compliance in each one of those areas. Step 5, control measures. Detail the internal policies and external regulations that mitigate these risks. Step 6, monitoring plans. Explain how you will track and evaluate these controls. Review mechanisms will be your final step, and that's where you mention the scheduled audits and feedback loops to constantly refine your compliance management framework. For example, in retail, your scope might include data privacy, customer rights, and supply chain management. You'd inventory laws like Australian consumer laws, GDPR, and maybe even the Modern Slavery Act. Next, you would want to prioritize the critical areas. So go back to the risk matrix. The red flagged zones where non-compliance could spell doom could be something like financial penalties, reputational damage, or even operational halts. For example, in the food industry, ignoring the FSANZ food safety standards would be a red zone due to the public health risks and the severe legal penalties. Finally, you have to make it practical. Your compliance management framework isn't just a PDF or a piece of paper. You can use a compliance tracking system to make it a living, breathing part of your daily operations. For example, in the IT sector, it looks like tools like the GRC platforms that can help manage compliance standards such as ISO 27001 for information security management. Don't just craft your compliance management framework, live it. Treat it like a dynamic entity that adapts as your business grows and as regulations evolve. So, the ball is in your court. Build your compliance management framework, make it foolproof so that you can sail smoothly through the ever turbulent seas of business compliance. Until